Nervous, guys. I'm nervous. First motivation live. This is going to be a lot of fun. Very interesting, a lot of fun. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hey, good night. Good night. Welcome, guys. Y'all ready for some motivation? We're going to talk about some real life stuff. Gonna put some pep in y'all step a little bit and go from there. I had some phone issues, so I'm starting a little late. Should have started 8 minutes ago, but I'm always late. I'm always late for stuff. Always late for stuff. I got to do better with that. So wait for a few more people to get on so some people can catch the beginning half of it, and then we will go from there. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? Caught some trades today, some good stuff. Y'all like my shirt? I love this shirt that says believe on it. Dope shirt. Favorite color is red, so all matches up. So give it a few more minutes. Let a few more people get on. I don't know how many people are going to be on, but let a few more people get on and then we'll get started. Hope everybody's doing good today. Pretty good Monday. We're going to talk about fear today, guys. Fear. What motivated me to talk about fear today is a message a DM that I got from somebody today. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do my first one about fear and why fear is a liar, why fear is fake. It's all in your mind, and how you can take control of it, not let it control your life, and use fear as more of a motivator, more than a deterrent to do the things that you want to do with your life. So we're getting a good, decent little turnout here. So get started in a few here. If you see me looking down, guys, it's because I have like some notes in front of me because I don't want to miss anything. I wanted to cover everything I wanted to get out to you guys today. So we'll go ahead and get started in the next minute or so. But just wanted to say thank you guys for being on tonight. It really means a lot to me that you all are here. I love to motivate other people because in turn it motivates me. And seeing other people do well, seeing other people win, seeing other people, triumph and do great things with themselves motivates me and it makes me happy. So if I can motivate you today, if I can speak some life and speak some positivity into you today, then I have done my duty for the day. I've done my good deed for the day. So we'll go from there. Okay, so we're 10 minutes in, 11 minutes past the time now. We have a good amount of people coming out. So again, guys, thank you guys for coming on. So we're going to talk about fear today, okay? We're going to talk about fear, how it controls you, and what you can do to take control of that. Take control of your life back from fear, okay? I always like to say that fear is a liar. Like fear is fake, right? It's not real. It's all in your mind. It's a figment of your imagination, right? Because fear is you can't touch it. It's not a thing. You can't touch it. You can't feel it. You can't taste it. You can't smell it. You can't see it. You only feel it, right? It's all in your mind. And so when you fear something, it's usually something in your past that's causing you to have that fear, because you don't really fear, right? Because fear is not real. You don't fear. You fear the unknown. You fear like whatever it is you're afraid of, you fear the outcome of that thing not playing out in your favor, right? If you want to ask somebody out on a date and you're afraid to ask them out, you're not afraid to ask them out. You're afraid of them saying no, right? If you're afraid of getting a job, going to a job interview, and you're like, man, I don't know if I should go because I might not get the job. There's all these people applying and, I don't have a degree or I won't qualify for it. You're not afraid of the fact that you might not qualify for the job. You're afraid of the fact that you have all these other people that you view as them being better than you, them being more qualified, looking better, anything like that. That's what you really fear, right? You just fear the unknown. When you fear something, guys, it's just a lack of faith. It's a lack of confidence. It's a lack of positivity in your life. It's your past disappointments, right? It's your past failures that are still weighing down on you emotionally and mentally. And the fact that you're still thinking about the past things that did not go your way, it's affecting your present and your future if you continue to let it affect it, right? So what do you have to do? How can you overcome that fear? What do you have to do? You have to ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself, why am I afraid of this one thing? You know, if you're afraid of asking somebody out, why are you afraid of asking them out? You know, what is it about asking this person out that is the worst thing ever, and it's just causing you to be so afraid of doing it that you can't even bring yourself to do it? It's because you're not afraid of asking them out. You're afraid of them saying no. You're afraid of that employer saying, I'm sorry, you don't qualify for the job. And you're telling yourself these things, forgetting that, hey, what if things do work out? This is how you conquer fear, right? You have to look at all the positives and how something can turn out rather than looking at the negatives. Because if you look at the positives of it, the fact that it can turn out in your favor can be enough to get you over that hump, to get you over that fear of not accomplishing whatever it is that you want to accomplish, right? So if you say to yourself, man, you know, I have all these degrees, I have all this experience, you know, I've done this before, I've done that before, no reason I shouldn't get this job. So you have all this confidence in you because you have all these things that is telling you why you're so great and why you should get that job. So you're not going to be so afraid of applying for it because you're going to feel like, I deserve it. I deserve to have it because I have all these qualifications, right? If you're some good looking person and, you know, you have a nice car, you have a nice house, and you work out, or you just really good looking, and, you know, you dress nice, and you have all these great things going for you aesthetically, you're not going to be, you know, nervous about asking this person out because you're going to be like, shit, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sexy. I'm this, I'm that. I'm accomplished. I'm that. Why would this person say no if I ask them out? You know what I'm saying? So how do you get over fear is you have to remind yourself of all the great things that you are and all the things you have to offer that qualify you to get whatever it is that you want. Because you tell yourself you can't do things. What you fear is in your mind. You are telling yourself you can't do something. You're telling yourself, I can't ask this person out. You're saying to yourself, I can't, you know, get this job. You are the one telling yourself that you can't have these things. No one else is telling you that. So you are your worst enemy. So tell yourself, hey, you know what? What if things do work out? What if I get the job? What if she does say yes to me asking her out? What if, you know, I start that YouTube channel, or I start this business, or whatever, I buy that house, whatever it is you want in life. You cannot be afraid of everything, because at the end of the day, you choose what you want to be afraid of. You do, because you can die in a car crash, but you choose to drive to work every day, right? You can die in a plane crash, but you still choose to travel. You know what I'm saying? So when you are afraid of something, you have to look at the positive aspect. Look at the outcome being something that is in your favor. Use that as a motivator. Use the fear, instead of using that as a deterrent, use it as a motivator to get you to the next step. Say to yourself, you know what? I may be a little nervous. Instead of saying I'm afraid of doing something, just say you're nervous. You know, it's okay to be nervous. It's okay to have a little bit of anxiety when you're doing something you've never done before. And even if you have done it before, use it as a motivator to get you over that hump. Because if you keep on telling yourself that you can't do something, and you're afraid of this and you're afraid of that, and what if it doesn't work out, and this happened in my past, look at what happened in your past. Think about the last time that you went through something that was super bad, like horrible, right? You probably like crapping on yourself. You didn't know what you were going to do. You didn't know. Think about the last time you got into a really horrible bind that you did not know how you were going to get out of. And look at you now. You know, you're alive, you're well, you're working, you have a house, a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food in your refrigerator. So you're not that bad. So if you could think of all the times that you made it through all the difficult times in your life, then you can get through anything. You can make it through anything. If I told you guys the things I have been through in my life and how I've overcome so many things, emotionally, physically, mentally, everything, you guys would be surprised. So if one person can pull themselves out of that funk, out of that fear, then you can do it too. You can do it too. You could be the best thing on earth. You could be the best thing since sliced bread. You could have greatness in you right now and you will never know it because you keep on holding yourself back. You keep telling yourself, I can't do it. I can't do it. I hate the word can't. I swear I hate the word can't because it has such a negative connotation to it. There's nothing good about the word can't. Can't is negative all the way around. Can't. And who tells you can't do something? You do. You keep telling yourself you can't do something until you actually do it. You have to learn. You have to train your mind, condition yourself to see the positive in everything. See every obstacle that you go through, everything as just a hurdle that you got to overcome. That's it. Every negative thing that happens in your life, you have to look at the cup half full every single time. Because if you continue to tell yourself you can't, you continue to listen to people that speak negative things over your life or because they can't do something, they want to tell you you can't do it either. You have to start separating yourself from that. Every single time something bad happens to you, you find the good in it. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You could ask somebody out and they say no. Say, okay, well, I guess my Friday night is free now. You know what I'm saying? Look for the good in everything. And I promise you, you will start having a different outlook on life. You'll start having a different outlook on everything that happens to you. Nothing will faze you. Nothing will faze you. You're going to wake up every single day, like with a plan of action. Like, okay, what am I going to do today? This is how I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to do that. Attack every goal that you have with the positive mindset that is going to come to fruition, that is going to happen. Don't think of what might happen and, oh, this might happen, this might happen. No, only think of the good. Only think of the positive. Think of all the things you used to pray for, all the things you wanted that you never thought you would have, or you didn't know how you were going to get it, but you have it today. If you have that job that you always wanted, if you have that car you always wanted, if you have that business you always wanted, you got to think of it. Somebody thought of Instagram. Somebody thought of iPhone. Somebody thought of the refrigerator. Somebody thought of something that you use today. If that person sat back and said, man, I'm going to create this app about people sharing pictures and sharing their lives, but man, I don't know if I should do it because I don't think anybody's going to use it. Nobody's going to care about that. If we all walked around every day and told ourselves we can't do anything, we wouldn't have anything in this world. We wouldn't have shit. We wouldn't have cars. We wouldn't have boats. We wouldn't have apartments. We wouldn't have all the luxuries that we take advantage of and we use today. A lot of those things would not exist if people woke up every day without a purpose, without reasoning, telling themselves that they can't do something. Stop telling yourself you can't. Stop being afraid. If you see one person doing something, there's no reason why you can't do it too. You are your biggest, worst enemy, but you have to be your best friend as well. You got to be the main person that tells yourself, hey, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do it. Instead of telling yourself that you can't do it. You have to think of all the things that you had in your past that you wanted to do in your past that you actually did, right? If you wanted to work out and lose weight, you actually did it. If you wanted to, apply for a specific job, you actually did it. Think of all the things that you weren't even afraid to do. You weren't even afraid to do. You have to attack life as if it's do or die. Do or die every single day. Do or die. If I don't do this, this is going to happen. If I don't do this, this is going to happen. So use fear as a motivator. Use it as, okay, you know what? This might happen over here, but I'll never know if I don't do it. You'll never know. The unknown is worse than actually not doing it. The unknown, the fear of the unknown is worse than not actually doing what it is you want to do. So anytime you feel afraid, anytime you feel defeated, anytime your past disappointments or your past failures start to creep up in the back of your mind and you start telling yourself, hey, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should just sit at home and be miserable. You really got to change that. You really got to pull yourself out of that. You got to use something that motivates you to want to be better. Something that motivates you to want to inspire other people. inspire greatness in yourself. Use other people to benefit yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being afraid. There's nothing wrong with failing. You're going to fail. It's a part of life, period. But you cannot get to that accomplishment if you don't fail. You don't try. You have to try in order to fail, right? If someone tells you they've had 1 million failures in their life, that means they tried 1 million times. There's nothing wrong with that. But that last time that you chose to quit could be the last time that you could have accomplished whatever it is you wanted to accomplish. But you would never know because you gave up and you told yourself you couldn't, and you just gave in to fear and negative and all of that jive. So that's my message. Anytime you are afraid of something, use what you've been through, use the accomplishments that you've had. Think of all the possibilities that could be if you stuck with it, if you continue to move forward. Ask yourself, if you're afraid of doing something, right? There's something you really want to do and you're scared to do it. Ask yourself this one question, okay? What is the worst that can happen? What's the worst that could happen, right? If you ask yourself that question and you come up with all these different scenarios in your mind, is it the end of the world? Is it the worst thing ever? I don't know what it is. It could be anything. It could be anything. But what is the worst possible outcome as to why I'm afraid to do whatever it is I want to do, right? And then, no matter what happens, tell yourself, I don't care what the outcome is. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to live another day. I'm going to make it through this. I don't care what the outcome is, whether you get what you want or not. Tell yourself, ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? And then say to yourself, no matter what happens, I'm going to be all right. You tell yourself that every day. You remind yourself that you have to use fear as a motivator. Then you'll be just fine. Think of all the positives that can come out of something. Think of the glass half full method. Use that. Use that as your motivator to continue to do whatever it is you want to do. Okay? What else? I had some other stuff that I wanted to touch on. Self-reflecting. Use some self-reflection, right? Look at your surroundings. Ask yourself every day, am I living my life to my full potential? Wake up every day and ask yourself, what am I doing with myself today? Whose life am I affecting today? How am I making myself better today? If you want to lose weight, if you want to get a specific career path, if you want to start a new business venture, if you are, in school and you want to take on something different, ask yourself, what am I doing every day to make myself better? Am I living in fear? Am I living in lack? Am I living in confidence? Am I living in positive? You have to look at your surroundings. Your surroundings will tell you everything. The people you hang out with, the TV shows that you watch, the content that you consume online, all these things play a part. They all condition your brain. They condition your mind to make you think a certain way and be a certain way. So you have to put yourself in those scenarios, in those situations where you can thrive. Because if you can't thrive and you're being held back and you're being held down, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You really are. You're doing yourself a disservice. So I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge you guys to every single obstacle that you come across, every single problem that finds its way over to you, just look at it as a hurdle, as just an obstacle that you just got to jump over. Jump over it. Every time something comes in your way, just step over it. Just kindly step over it and keep on pushing. Keep on walking. Keep on going. Keep being confident. Walk with your head held high. Have confidence in yourself. Smile at everybody. Don't act like nothing phases you whatsoever. You're human. You're going to have feelings. You're going to have, your good days and your bad days. But every day you got to walk with a purpose. Walk with faith. You got to have that motivation in you. Like, I don't care what happens to me. I could get struck by lightning and I'm going to get up, brush it off, and keep on pushing and keep on walking. And I'm going to tell myself, hey, I'm going to be all right. No matter what happens to me, I'm going to be all right. You know why you're going to be all right? Because you're still here. You're still here. You woke up today. You're breathing. You're smiling. You have reason. You have purpose. You're still here. A few weeks ago, a few months ago, a couple years ago, that issue you had when you thought you were never going to get out of it, look at where you are today. Just look at where you are today. I don't care where. I don't care. You're sitting in your car right now. You're sitting at work, at home with your feet up, at the laundromat. with your kids. I don't care what you're doing. But live in the moment. Look at yourself and say, look at where I am today as opposed to where I was before. And I never thought I would get out of that situation. And here I am today, doing just fine. And I'm here to tell you tomorrow you're going to be just fine too. And the day after that and the day after that. You know why? Because we look at the positive in everything. We don't care about what happened yesterday. We don't care about our past disappointments, our past failures. None of that. None of that even matters anymore. It doesn't even matter anymore when you think about it. In the grand scheme of things, does it really matter that you failed that test a couple years ago in high school, that you asked that person out and they said no, that you applied for that job and you didn't get it? Does it matter today at the end of the day? No, because you move on. You move on with life and you take what life gives you and you fucking make lemons out of that. Life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. It's a small saying, but it means so much. It means taking whatever life gives you and turning it into something great. Turning it into something that can help you. And if you think that you don't have what it takes, that you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not tall enough, you don't have the right car, the right business, the right house, I'm here to tell you that none of that crap matters. None of it matters. What really matters is how you see yourself, how you view yourself, and what you can do to motivate other people to see greatness in themselves as well. Because if I tell you guys how I used to be a negative person, I used to be broken, I used to be like sad and depressed all the time. I didn't know up from down. Okay, I saw the negative in everything. It don't matter what you put in my face. I always saw the negative in things. I never could see the positive because I had endured so many negative things in my life that I was literally conditioned to only have negative outcomes in my life. And it got to the point where I was like, man, I was so unhappy. Like I woke up every day not knowing what I wanted to do, who I wanted to be. And I just woke up one day and said, you know what? I have to make a change because I'm not happy. No one knows how happy you are. You have to tell yourself, hey, am I happy? Am I waking up with purpose every day? Did I do something good today? Did I change somebody's life today? Did I change my life today? Do I feel good about myself when I look in the mirror? No one can control that but you. No one can tell you what you're afraid of but you. You have to be the one that tells yourself. You have to be your biggest motivator. You have to be your own best friend and your own worst enemy at the same time. You have to self-reflect and look into yourself and look at your surroundings and say, that person, this person, this person. You're hanging around 5 broke people, I guarantee you're number 6. If you're hanging around 6 wealthy people, I guarantee you're number 7. So instead of automatically reverting to the negative, instead of telling yourself, I'm afraid to do things all the time, just think of what could happen if things did work out for you. What could happen if you started that YouTube? What could happen if you opened up your business? What could happen if you got married? What could happen if you got that job? What could happen if you got everything you wanted in life? You control that. Nobody else controls it. You control what you get out of life. Period. Point blank. If there's something you want in life, nobody can stop you from getting it. I don't care what it is. Nobody can stop you from getting it except you. And it's right in between here, right in between your 2 ears. So tell yourself every day, tell yourself how great you are. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself, man, I'm short, right? I'm only 5'1", but I look in the mirror every day like, damn, I think I grew today. I think I grew 2 inches today and 2 centimeters today. I think I look tall today. It's a tall day for me. You have to, even if it's just for fun, have fun with yourself. Look at yourself like you're the best thing ever. Cause you are. Every one of us has something great inside of us, but no one's gonna know it if you don't show it. You show it. You wake up every day. Wake up in the morning, stretch your arms, look into the mirror and say, damn, I look good today. Oh, man, you better watch out, man. I'm walking down the street. I'm just stopping traffic everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's freaking imagination, if it's all in your mind, I don't care. You have to be the greatest thing to you first. And once you see that in yourself, it will resonate. As soon as you walk into a room, people are going to look at you like, man, that girl's full of confidence. That guy's full of confidence. I want to be like her one day. Because you never know who's watching you. You never know who you're inspiring. You never know whose life you're affecting by just being you every day. Being you every day. So don't be a Debbie Downer. Don't be, negative Nancy. Even if you're not in the best mood, telling somebody something good, telling somebody something nice, giving somebody a compliment, doing something nice for somebody, y'all have no idea how much that can change your entire mood, your entire day, your entire energy. Everything can just shift through one good deed. One good thing that you do, even if it's not for somebody else, for yourself. If you wake up one day and you feel like crap, go get a foot massage. Go get a pedicure. Go walk on the beach. Go for a drive. Go see a movie. Go eat at a really nice restaurant. Go buy something nice for yourself. You guys don't know how awesome it is to do something nice for yourself or somebody else and just have that change everything about you. It will change everything about you. It will change somebody's life completely. Say something nice to somebody. Do something nice for somebody. Do something nice for yourself. Treat yourself like you are the best thing on earth. Like you are the greatest thing to grace this God's green earth. And then spread that. Spread it. Spread joy. Spread inspiration. Spread love. Spread happiness. Everything you want in life, you will get if you give it. You got to give to receive. It's all about karma, right? I'm a big believer in karma. If you want something out of life, you got to put it out. You got to put it out there. If you want something back, you got to put it out first. Put it out first and watch it come back to you. Come back to you. Come back to you in tenfold. Little increments. But you got to do that first. You got to want it for yourself first. And you can't let fear stop you. You can't let negative things stop you. You can't let your past failures just stop you, your past disappointments. You got to tell yourself every day, I'm going to be all right. No matter what the outcome is, I'm going to be just fine. I choose not to be afraid of this. I choose not to be scared. I choose to be successful. I choose to be beautiful. I choose to be smart. I choose to be honest. I choose to be aware of my surroundings. Choose it first. Make a decision. Decide what you want for yourself. Decide who you want to be. And then go after it with nothing stopping you. Don't see any obstacles. Have tunnel vision for what you want to do. Complete tunnel vision. That's it. And I promise you'll have everything you want in life. Don't be afraid. Don't be negative about your life. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have times that things don't work out in your favor, but it's up to you how you take it. Part of life is not what happens to you, but how you respond to what happens to you. That's it. That's it. Don't let them see you sweat. That's it. Wake up every day with a smile. Forget you, Charlene. Thank you. You suck, Charlene. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Nice shoes, by the way. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. Kill them with kindness. Kill them because people don't look at you like you crazy, but that's all right because it doesn't faze you. Then hop in your car and go home and live your life. That's it. So that's my message for today, guys. Do not let fear control you. Do not let negative thoughts in your mind control you. Understand that you can have whatever you want in life. It's all up to you. You have to decide what you want and then go after it. Decide what you want and then go after it. And no matter what the outcome is, tell yourself, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can deter me. I can have whatever I want. And you and you and you aren't going to tell me I can't have it. If I can't have it, it's going to be something off of me. It's going to be off my own doing that decides whether or not I have it or not. Not any outside force. That's it. Have faith in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Look at yourself every day in the mirror like you are the shit. Wake up every day, look in the mirror and say, I am the shit. I'm 5'1", but you know what? Today I'm 6'3". Okay? That's it. Wake up every day and tell yourself. The more you tell yourself that, the more you're going to believe it. Every day, every day, every day. Make it a habit. Choose to be successful. Choose to be an inspiration. Choose to be a motivation. Choose to be great. Choose to see the greatness in you first. You got to see that you are the shit first before somebody else does. And that's the one key in life. Wake up every day and tell yourself how great you are. Believe it. Don't just say it. You got to believe it. Believe it first. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Say it and then believe it. Believe it first. Okay? Believe it. No problem. Am I 6'3"? Hell no, I'm not 6'3". But that day when I was in the mirror looking at myself, I believed I was 6'3". You couldn't tell me shit. Okay? And then walk out of your door in the morning and walk with purpose. Walk with reason, walk with confidence, walk with faith that everything is going to be all right. As sure as you wake up every day and you're sure that you're going to come right back home safely, that's how you want to accomplish go about every day. Start every day with that belief. I'm going to go out today. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to come right back home. Because we don't even, subconsciously, we don't even think about it, right? We go out every day, go to work, go to the supermarket, run our little errands, and we come back. Oh, when I come back home tonight, I'm going to cook this for dinner. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You're not even thinking of the fact that you might not come home. God forbid, right? You're not even thinking of that because subconsciously in your mind, you're like, I'll be fine. I'm going to come back home. It's okay. So that's the attitude you got to have for everything. I'm going to try it. I want to try this new thing out. I don't care if it doesn't work out. It's okay. I'm going to try it anyway. Act like you've already accomplished what you want. It's already done. Boom. If I decide I want it, I already have it. I'm just waiting for the universe to manifest it to me. That's it. That's the mindset you got to have. Have no fear. Have no fear because fear is a liar. Fear is fake. It's not real. It's all in your imagination. It's all in your mind. That's it. Fear is fake. It's fairy dust. It's not real at all. Okay, guys? So that's my message for today. Don't be afraid of shit. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. Use fear as a motivator. Understand that fear is not real. And ask yourself, hey, what is the worst that can happen if I do this? And then when I do it, doesn't matter what the outcome is, I'm going to be all right. And nobody can tell me different. Because why? I am the shit. And I already decided that when I woke up that morning. So if you've already declared it, it's done. Put a stamp on it, stick a fork in it, it's done. Nobody's going to tell you anything different after that. And that's the God's honest truth. Tell yourself that every single day. Believe it. And you will see a enormous change in your life. In your lifestyle, and how you look at things. Nothing will faze you. Nothing happens. Nothing that comes your way is going to faze you at all. At all, period. Okay, guys, so I hope you guys got a lot out of this today. It really, really helps me to speak life into other people so that it can help me in turn as well. I'm really glad that you guys tuned in for me today. Like I said, I hope you guys got something positive out of it. Shoot me a message, DM me, comment under this post. Let me know how this affected you, how you liked it. Did you tell yourself that you were the shit that morning? Whatever. I don't care what it is. I love the feedback. I love to hear back from you guys. I love to hear the great success stories. And if there is something in your life right now, listen to me, guys. If there is something in your life right now that you are afraid to do, I am here to tell you to do it. Just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry about what might happen. Don't worry about how people are going to think about you or what people are going to think or failing at it. Don't worry about any of that. Just do it. And then when you do it and you succeed at it and the outcome is positive, please tell me about it. Because I want to hear about it. Because I like to say I told you so. I love to say I told you so to people. Okay? So if I say, hey, just do it. And even if the outcome is bad, I don't care. I'm just going to be happy you did it. You're going to be happy you did it. Sometimes it just takes that extra push, that extra outside push to get people to do what they want to do, right? So when you do it, let me know. DM me, message me, I don't care. And tell me, hey, Charlene, man, I was scared to do this thing, but I did it and it worked out. And I'm going to say, I told you so. All right? Tell yourself that too. I told you so. You tell yourself, I told you so. Because really, you can do whatever you want. It's already done and decided. Boom. Wake up every day, walk in faith, walk in confidence, and tell yourself every day that you are the shit because you are. And everything is going to be all right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in today. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.